Hi viewers, welcome to our channel. We are in the journey of an DSA for the interview preparation. As I said in the previous video, I have considered the YouTube as a preparation buddy for my DSA interview clearance. Welcome to our channel, Alex Tech Projects. As everybody know, the data structures and algorithms, the topic or syllabus is arrays, strings, linked lists, stacks, queues, hash map or hashing, recursion, trees, graphs and dynamic program. These are the 10 topics are the more essential part in a DSA. When I'm coming on to the problem solving plan and procedure, the first one is the knowing the concept, second one is the programming ID and the language you are using for solving the problem, third one is reading and understanding the problem, fourth one is approach and optimization, fifth one is problem solving mindset, and the sixth one is use case mapping. So these six steps are more essence to solve the given problem, and especially it is required the optimization. O of n is how you are solving. O of 1 is the best, next one is O of n, next one is O log n, next one will O n log n, and then followed by O of n square, and then followed by O of 2 power of n. So like this the time complexity can be increased. So the main objective here, I consider the YouTube as an how I am approaching and solving my DSA interview. Here in this video or in this playlist, I am not telling about the concept. I am not telling about the programming language or an IDE, how I solve. Just I am giving how I am preparing for my interview and clearing the DSA round of an interview. Without further delay, now let us jump, and today we try to see the one of the DSA problem. So here you can see the lead code is 88 and merge the sorted array. So here itself it is saying it is called as a sorted array. So merging mean two or more. In our case, they have given us two arrays. You can see nums1 and nums2, and they are giving their elements. How many elements is there inside the nums1 and nums2? Nums1 is one array and nums2 is another array. But inside the nums1, they have given the extra space in order to keep all the elements of a nums2 inside the num1 in a ascending order. So you have given a two integer arrays. The names is nothing but as nums1 and nums2, and which are in a non-descending order. Cut down the non and descending, you will come in ascending order. And two integers m and n representing the number of elements in nums1 and nums2. So you can see, even though they are giving us an m and n, they are only valued element, but they are giving the entire size. You can see it on this screen. Nums1 can accumulate the nums2 elements also. Now we need to make sorting. The first one is the lowest one element I am keeping. You can see 2, I am taking 2, and then 3, then you can see 5 and 6. So we have to return this merged sorted arrays. You can see merged sorted arrays, we need to return it, and that information we need to keep inside the nums ones only. It is called as an in place copy. You can see the second one will be there, and nums2 is an empty. So whenever you see m is equal to 1, that will be the answer. When n is equal to 0, when n is equal to 1 and m is equal to 0, copy these to nums1 and that will be the answer. Now it is a time to see the constraints. Nums1 length is equal to m plus n, nums2 length is equal to n, and m and n, what is their range? They have mentioned 0 to 200. So the valued element, the boundary of an element will be the 0, and m plus n will be minimum one element will be there, and the values inside this arrays, the range will be included. And follow, can you come up with as an algorithm that runs in O of m plus n time? Now it is the time to see the topics. Topics is nothing but an array, two pointers and sorting. It has already been sorted, so it is coming under the array sorting, and we try to use the two pointers. Now it is a time to go to our code window and see how we can do this one. Now I'm moving on this one, you can see here the first step I am creating one list and array, so with including the zeros plus with the size of m plus n I am giving. You can see I am preserving one new array, and I am indexing I and j will be the 0 and k will be the 0 when I less than m and j less than n. Whichever the element will be low, you can see whichever element will be low, that element I am copying into the target array with k is equal to 0, and then I am incrementing. And if it is j value is greater, then I am taking. If both are same, then I was copying both of them, j and I am incrementing the I value and the j value and k value two times it is copying, so it was doing. But here what is this one I am creating as a new array with this one. Whether this will works or not, let us check once. So let us submit and move to this direction, and you can see this is the one it was creating the error. But what is the most important one will be, you need to copy this one into the nums, because nums is equal to result, that to a nums 1, the entire result will be copied. This is expected, we missed this line, so this is the error it is getting. Okay, any other things it is saying, this is 1 2 2 3 5 6, and this is the 1. So I is equal to I less than m, I plus 1, k plus 1, and you can see k plus 1 j. And where could be the issue, we try to see k plus 1 and j plus 1, nums of 1 is equal to result of this one, and k value, and we need to return in nums once only, and where we return in the while loop only we will be doing over here. And after this one we can give the return, nothing else it has been there, it should be a very straightforward only. So a wrong answer, it was telling 12300 is 3 and 256, output will be the 1223, and 5 6 it is not copying. Yes, because you are following only this much, the rest of the things, the rest of the elements we need to copy, that is nothing but as in while I less than m. You can see this part it has been missed, but we need to implement it. So try to take this one and copy it over here. The rest of the I values which is not covered from there, we are copying over here. Similarly, you can take this one j less than n. I'm taking the copy of this one, and I'm moving on to here. You can see it, but this is I less than this is j less than n, k value here you can keep it as an j, and it is nothing but j is equal to j plus 1. And hope this will be works fine. Let us check once. This part we missed, the rest of the things we need to copy after this thing. So now let me submit this one and see it what it is happening. And you can see okay, k plus, okay, I less than I plus plus 1. You can see 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, but it was copying 2 and 3. What is the, okay, so this is from nums 1, it has to copy from nums 2, because both the arrays it has been default. Now let us see it has been completed its journey. But what is the most important thing here, and I am copying the extra one, and I am following from the beginning of an index to an ending of an index. So but this is also maybe the 2 pointers, but I'm using the extra. So how do I need to solve without using this extra main? Instead of copying from beginning of an index, why can't you come from ending? Because the ending you can see 3 and 6 will be there, you can copy the 6, and 3 and 5 will be there, you can copy the 5, and 3 and 2 will be there, you can copy the 3, and then the rest of the things you can do it over here. So for this one, I was removing the essence will be there, but how you are coming from, whether you are coming from beginning it will zero indexing, so you will be faced
And
like this
approach
but
when
without
when you're
using. So I and m, I am coming from end, so end of the element to the beginning, so nth to the 0, last to first, and k is equal to m plus n minus 1. I made I greater than or equal to 0, j greater than or equal to 0. If any one is value is greater, that value I am moving on to the nums 1k, and here I'm decrementing. You can see j is equal to j minus 1 and k is equal to k minus 1. In other case, you can see I is equal to I minus 1 and k is equal to k minus 1. And here also you can see the rest of the elements I am copying over here. And here I am not using any other memory to store this thing. This is second approach. That is the first approach. In one time you cannot get the best. Repeated times only we can see what we missed. In the first iteration we started from beginning to an ending. In the second iteration, why can't we move or start from ending to the beginning? So that I want to eliminate the extra space which we have reserved for the result that we have achieved in this one. So don't expect the best result that will comes in the first stage itself. It is iterative process. Now you can see 0 millisecond beat 100 percentage. In this video I am telling and I am showing what is my approach and how I am solving and how I am preparing for my DSA round of an interview. In this video, in this playlist, I am not showing what is the concept or what is the programming. All these things I am not covering. And here I considered the YouTube is my buddy, so I am sharing all my knowledge and process or the execution on this YouTube channel. If you are interested, please like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much, and we try to meet in the next video. Until then, bye, take care.